Damn. Alright, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Ancestors Love. Oh, I just got a message. It is so beautiful. Thank you, beautiful soul, for sending that to me. That was such a good encouragement, honestly. Wow. So the reason why I'm making this video today is because I feel as though everyone in the collective has been going through something that's been kind of like shaking the world up, and energies are shifting, old things are being released, like doors are being closed, and shit's getting kind of hectic, you know, like we're almost reaching the end. We're like almost reaching the end of this, so please, beautiful souls, keep, you know, fighting. For everyone who is back on the channel, welcome back to the channel. This is Ancestors Love, where I make tarot readings, pick a card videos, channeled messages. I share my experience, my personal experiences with everyone on here, and to which I am 100% honest. This platform is basically being used to help others through their experience, through their personal, spiritual, even just regular, normal day-to-day experience. And this is also in a way to help me too, because this is helping me heal and to face the deep, dark traumas that I have neglected or, you know, have decided to overlook, because it, you know, shit, who the fuck wants to like sit there and look at deep, dark traumas all day, every day? So yes, welcome back to the channel, and for those of you guys who are new, welcome. I would sincerely hope that the vibes resonate with you. My fan is on. Yeah, I sincerely hope that the vibe resonates with you, and that you're able to get something out of this. So like I said, everyone has been going through something lately. I just came from like Publix. One of my friends just told me he was going through something. I did a reading at the school for someone, and she was going through it, and her message, the reading I was doing for her, ironically, it was so similar to my situation. It was crazy, because all the things I was telling her, that, you know, the experience that she's learning it for, why she, you know, she's going through it, is literally like all the things that my ancestors and spirit guides and God has been telling me. So you know what, yeah, so we're just gonna do a collective reading. Yeah, like an energy update collective reading for the collective. I haven't really, I'm still kind of a bit in hermit mode. I don't think I have enough energy as of yet to do pick a card readings as of yet, because it takes a lot more out of me. Sorry, this shirt. Yeah, the card readings end up taking a lot more out of me, because I'm channeling more messages. So I don't know, maybe that's just me. I'm not feeling up to it as of yet. So we're gonna go ahead and, Spirit, please just tell us. The collective has been going through it lately. Can you please give us insight on what's been going on? Any words of positivity? Thank you. I got one already. Any words of encouragement that you like? Thank you. Ah, what a big sign just now. So my trash can is literally right there, right? And the card that flew out and landed in the trash can is the Tower. If that is not a freaking sign, I do not know what is. So I know most of us have been going through it, represented by this Tower card here, right? We have been going through it. I feel like we have been left hit and right. Some of us hit financially, because our stability, like our finances are not stable, our lives aren't stable. Like, it just feels everything's being shaken up, you know, whether it be trouble with your family, and the connections that you have with them, or you, matter of fact, trying to talk to your family about how they might have hurt you and you were being gaslighted, or conflicts and confrontations, having to, you know, basically, honestly, just having to face yourself. And there's nothing more, I'm not gonna say scary, but there's nothing more like demanding, and nothing more I don't know what the word I'm trying to use here. There's nothing more fierce than having to face yourself. There we go. So yes, collective as a whole, we have been going through it. I know that I have been going through it. I've been going through it financially, and I've been learning to trust in the divine, to trust in my ancestors and spirit guide, and to trust in God. Yeah, to trust in the universe, you know, believing the signs and knowing that everything is gonna be okay. It's been really difficult. I feel like for some of you guys, you might have lost somebody, like a loved one might have passed away, and it really hurt. Maybe like a mother, a father. I feel like there's a strong message for someone who lost a mother, and it felt like they lost themselves because their mom might have been their all or their hope, or somebody who was very present in their life, somebody who was very much helping them out. Maybe they might have even watched your kids. That's what I'm like hearing. They might have possibly watched your kids. Oh. I was like, yo, listen, y'all, I have the fan on, and every now and then I'll hear a noise that's like, I'm like, what the hell is that? It's because I didn't like properly, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, you guys have been in this battle, and you are literally at the last stage, because the 9 of Wands is like when you are at your very last, and you're tired. And I know you're tired, fatigued, you're tired as hell, you don't know what the hell you want to do. It's just like, damn, like, I'm tired of fighting. When I tell you, just push just a little bit more, just keep going. This is such an encouraging message. Please just keep going, because you guys have been doing your best to quiet the noise around you, to quiet your fears, and putting your fears in the back burner, and, you know, having the courage to push yourself forward, to do better, and to get out of the mind state that you're in. Because I honestly, yes, the battle is present in your physical world, but most of the battle is occurring in your head, because you have to fight your thought process and how you think. Because when things go wrong, we have a tendency to go ahead and start to think negatively. So it's very hard to be positive when things are going haywire. So it's taking a lot of effort, but you are in the last stretch. Let me tell you, you see these cards, you're in the last stretch. And honestly, right now there is a calm, you know, like the calm before the storm. Do not, I repeat, do not keep thinking or asking, when is the shit gonna go to shit? Like, don't think to yourself, when is it all gonna go bad? Because you need to spend this time to rest up, get your energy back up for what may or may not come. Honestly, I feel like you guys have definitely been doing beautiful work, for sure. You have been putting in so much effort and work and trying to make sure you balance things all out. Yeah, trying to make, yeah. So, like, for the collective, we've been put in a position to where we are blind. Like, we are blind. Our physical eyes are I mean, I say our physical eyes. We are blind, and not able to see where we're going. You know what I mean? So we have to sit there. You see the water behind her? Water is water is a sign of emotions, feelings, and creativity. Pretty much, oh, spirituality, all of that great stuff. And you know, you guys go ahead and put in the comments any other things that water may represent. Oh, life, because water is life. So yeah, this person, she is at a crossroad, and most of us have been at a crossroad to where we had to decide what to do. And because we weren't, you know, in control of the situation, these are things that were completely out of our control. We had to lead with heart instead of our mind and logic. We had to close up our mind and listen to our heart and our heart space to know where we'd be going, just so that way we could maneuver out of this, so that we could maneuver out of this tower moment and get out from the low and elevate ourselves to where we want to be. And I see you guys have been putting in that work. Some of you guys, honestly, we are currently in Mercury retrograde, and some of you guys, honestly, have been closing doors, walking away from people, telling them to get going because you don't want that energy around you. Some of you guys have been getting out of that woe is me attitude. Yeah. Some of you guys have been getting out of that woe is me attitude. Wow, some of you guys might have gotten kicked out throughout this entire process. By the way, this is a collective reading that is timeless. So whenever it is that you find it, it should be able to resonate. But do remember that this is a general message. So if I say something and it's like, that didn't happen in my life, that's because it's more than likely for somebody else. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But yeah, some of you guys might have gotten thrown out, kicked out. Others of you have cut off ties with people that didn't need to be in your life anymore. You've just been cleaning house, focusing on self, focusing on wealth. With this Ace of Pentacles here, you might have gotten a new idea. And with this High Priestess card, this High Priestess has a laptop in your hand. So I'm feeling like you got an idea and you were focusing on the idea and whatnot, and bring about your ideas to life. And that might have been where the Tower card might have happened. You guys might have your own businesses, and business has not been doing that work. Well, it's like you're putting in all this work and effort, but you have nothing to show for it. And honestly, I understand that. I understand that completely. I just picked up the deck, and it landed in the back was the Devil. That's not the last card, but it's the card that wanted to present itself to me, so I need to speak on it. Now with this card, I'm getting the sense that yeah, we've been blind, because I'm looking at the torch and the torch is down. We have definitely been blind. Following an old regime that did not serve our highest good. Being tied down to things that didn't serve us. Old thinking, my work isn't good enough. With this Devil card, I keep looking at the chains, and I feel like some of you guys might have been stuck in the old ways that you used to do things. And this Tower card brought it, like, it was meant to show you to do things differently, to flip the script, and instead of doing things the same 4 ways that you do it all the time, to flip the script and do it differently, but we were comfortable. We're definitely comfortable with the way things are. We had to break away from tradition. For some of you guys, hold on, let me get this back. Okay, for some of you guys, you might have been tied down to somebody that you did not want to be tied down to, but you felt obligated to because of the history that you might have had, or I keep looking at the goat's head. And goat, this isn't a goat. Is this a ram or a goat? I don't know. Forgive me, but if you guys know, please let me know. These animals, not the devil. Let's just focus on the goat head. These animals are kind of known to be like, they're kind of known to be a little bit stubborn. So you guys might have been like, I'm really getting a situation with somebody's parents where their parents were overbearing and they ruled with an iron fist, and it had to be their way or the highway, and you felt like you were tied down to them because, you know, like, you live with them, so you had to follow what they say, and it kind of put out your light. It put out your light because you weren't able to listen to what you wanted to do, and that's why I'm getting the sense that you guys were kicked out because you might have done something that they were not pleased with, they were not pleased about, and you were afraid. You did not know what to do, and you had to sit there and listen to your heart as to what the next move was going to be. And got the Ace of Swords here, which is the back of the deck energy. This Eight of Cups just fell out and it came out in reverse. I'm gonna go ahead and read that from the book, but let me go ahead and explain this first. With this Ace of Swords, something came, an idea came, and you took off and ran with it. Or an idea is right now there's an idea that just popped into your head, and you're not playing around. You're running off with it. I feel like this is something that could accumulate physical wealth in this 3D dimension for you. So let me go ahead and read this Eight of Cups. It's tough, but whatever you've been pouring all your love and emotion into, you need to step away. It's just not working out. Oh, snappity snap. Told you. Some of you guys had to learn to step away and to be like, yo, I've been doing this thing for like the same way for the past 6 months or 2 years. It's like, universe is like, it's time for a change. It's time for you to it's time for you to go ahead and just do it differently, because you are a highly creative person, and this isn't it. This isn't the end all be all. You can do so much more. You're limiting yourself. And let's continue on. It says, it's time to say goodbye and move forward. It might be very difficult. You've invested a lot of time and energy into this after all. But wisdom comes from knowing when something is hopeless, learning from it, and moving on. Now, that is the Eight of Cups upright, the message from it. It came out of reverse. And you guys were definitely very much adamant about letting this go. Because with this Devil card, you were like, no, like, I'm just going to keep pushing. Like, you kept trying to do things the same way. It's like the 10 of Wands energy. Like, you're just like, oh, just put in more work, put in more effort. And you tired yourself out even more. Yeah, you tired yourself out even more than you needed to. And it's been really hard time during this Mercury retrograde. It's been a really hard time to let go of the control that we have, and to be like, and to just step back, honestly. Because I had to learn that. I started this channel like 5 months ago, And when I first did it, I remember my first video, I was so excited because Spirit was giving me signs. People was just like, just do a YouTube channel. Just do a YouTube channel, left and right. And so I did it. And, you know, like, I expected it to just take off. Like, I expect to be, like, meeting... I expected to be meeting Will Smith's wife, Jada. Yeah, Jada Smith. Like, I expect to be at the Red Table Talk or something like that, talking with Oprah, doing readings for Oprah type of thing. Like, and I dedicated a lot of time and effort into this. Like, when I moved and I made business cards, it was my first batch. I was so excited. I was like, woo woo, business card. I'm gonna be handing this out everywhere. And I was just doing things the same way, you know? Like, yes, I did things differently, but I was just overworking myself to compensate for the fact that, like, I'm putting in this work, but there are no clients, you know, there's nothing coming for me, no money's coming in. Like, I'm investing, but what am I getting in return? And it was stressing me out. And I had to, quite honestly, reason why I was trying so hard to make this so grand and big and whatnot, become YouTube famous or whatever, was because I dropped out of school to pursue this full time, to basically, like, do spiritual work full time. And so I knew that I had a lot of eyes on me, and they're like, yo, she's crazy for trying to do that. And my parents definitely were not, you know, my parents not, yo, I'm Haitian. I ain't seen, bro. Balikol? Wow. I can't believe. It's like, no, like, my parents were just, they weren't for that, you know? Like, my parents always drilled into my head that there's like, the one way for you to succeed in life is through school. I didn't feel that way. So maybe that's something that you guys are going in. But the Hermit card ended up, oh wow, 6 of Wands, and the Hermit came out sideways. I'm gonna leave it sideways, like so, because we are now currently in the in-between energy for the collective. When I spoke with the 9 of Wands, saying that we're like the home stretch, or the last, you know, like, push before it all comes in, this kind of like confirmed it for me, because this 6 of Wands, depending on where our mental state is at and the amount of effort that we put in, and when I say effort, I mean, like, you give it your best. So your best today might be 120%, and your best tomorrow might be 50%. And either one of them is fine, because you're doing your best, and the universe recognizes that. So this time period has been so difficult, and it's been teaching us to spend time in hermit mode, to spend time stepping away from the chatter, spend time stepping away from the double tapping and all of whatnot, and seeing other people all up in your face. I know for me, and for a lot of us, it might have been really difficult to see people, you know, like, go ahead and start their businesses, or start anything, and honestly, I don't know where it just takes off, and you're just like, but, like, I've been doing this, I'm doing it too, so, like, what am I doing that's wrong? And that's because that is their time, you know. They are on their own timeline, and we congratulate them, and we congratulate them, and know that it is all coming in due time for us. But right now, it was time for us to step back, and which is why everything came crashing down. It was time for us to step back, to rejuvenate ourselves, to give ourselves that much needed self-care, love, and intention, because I'm feeling like most of us forgot about ourselves in the process. Yeah, we forgot about ourselves in the process. And so this Mercury retrograde makes things slow down, so that way you feel each and every moment. Like, Mercury retrograde is like that motherfucker that's like, you're gonna enjoy this bitch like now. You're gonna be in this now stage, this now moment. So yeah, it was time for for all of us to just step back, to look at our surroundings, to look at our lives, and do a deep inspection of what our lives have become and what we've been doing, and see if we're truly happy. And honestly, and if you were in this Two of Swords, you peeped that you were not happy. Matter of fact, even before this Tower card, you knew. Even before the Tower card, you knew that you were not happy. But you know what? You wanted to keep pushing forward. You want to keep doing it because you have responsibilities. You have things to handle. You don't have time to be trying to lead with heart. The fuck? Heart does not pay bills. Sorry. Heart does not pay bills. Okay? When your landlord tells you you got $650 to pay at the end of the month, bitch, what you gonna tell your landlord? Oh, I'm sorry, landlord. My heart. What? Heart don't pay no bills. So that's basically like the attitude that everybody was having. And it was just like, you just wanted to keep working. You just want to keep pushing yourself. And you also want to keep pushing yourself for the recognition, which there was definitely a lack of recognition, or you feel like there was a lack of recognition. I definitely feel there was a lack of recognition for me personally, because like I was doing so much, but like damn, like ain't nobody peeping nothing. And when I say nobody peeping nothing, is because when I would speak to either friends or family, it'd be like, nothing's really happened for you. You know what I mean? Nothing's really happened for you. In spirit, can you please give us more about the collective? Any words of advice? Thank you. You got the Ace of Cups. This Ace of Cups is giving me love is coming, if not already here. Your cup is overflowing. Look at this card. This card is such a beautiful card. Your cup is overflowing. Creative ideas is just popping them out like babies. You know what I mean? Not just that, but I do feel a lot of us, we spend a lot of time healing our heart space and getting to know ourselves. And because of that, we have, instead of hiding ourselves and our emotions and how we feel, we have a lot of love to give. Now we have a lot of love to give to ourselves, but also a lot of love to give to the world. So we have so much love to give, it seems like it's not running out. That's what I'm telling you guys. You are so freaking close. You see this 9 of Wands here? Let me bring your attention to this. This 9 of Wands. You see how she's holding that one right here? She only needs that one other one back there for her to complete that fence and to be protected. You know what I mean? And she can go ahead and stand behind that fence of wands and be protected. So really, just, you're in the home stretch. Please don't give up, my beloveds. Please do not give up. Let me read this Ace of Cups for y'all. Ace of Cups. Something beautiful and full of love have just begun, and your cup is so full it spills out into a pool below. You'll feel yourself filled with radiant positivity, happiness, and joy. Be receptive. You've been blessed with life-giving love, so welcome all new endeavors. Yes, indeed. New ideas, new endeavors, new people, new job, whatever be it. What I told you. This whole Tower card, this whole Tower moment that's been happening is literally for us to get within the subconscious. Spend time in the quiet. Spend time meditating to get to know ourselves. Healing old past traumas, childhood traumas, things you probably completely forgot about, things that never even crossed your mind, things you didn't even think were traumatic, but here you are. Okay, like the moon when the moon is beautiful. It shines light at night, but you know, like the moon kind of has like overcast and shadows, so it doesn't shine the light on everything. So that's what it is, you know, when it comes to the subconscious will show us little bits and pieces here and there, and we work on it continually. That's why it's a journey. It's a journey.